Carlos, I know you're pretty used to Lindor doing some pretty spectacular things, but what do you make of that play in particular?
Yeah, unreal. Not an easy one. Overall, for Albi not giving up, after the runner gets a huge jump, and for him to just finish the play, and then Lindor not only picking the baseball but sticking his nose and applying the tag there. Pretty unbelievable there. So it was good to see those guys execute it.
He was pointing to Alvarez quite a bit after that, and you mentioned the throw. What was it specifically about that throw that stood out to you the most?
Yeah, no, I think the quickness, obviously, and it's easy as a catcher to give up on a play when that runner gets a huge jump. But knowing we're only up by one, and again, just finish the play mentality, and for him to just catching and getting rid of the baseball as quick as possible and getting it there, giving Lindor a chance, and he's pretty amazing there.
What did you see from Nunez?
He was just off. Clearly didn't have it today. Up 4, then he gets to 3-2, and he goes to the breaking ball when he's a guy that should throw his fastballs. First time out, he'll be all right, but it was one of those nights where, he just didn't have it.
Did he have some nerves maybe first time out?
Maybe. I mean, it's normal, but he's been in this league before, and he's pitching high leverage situation. First time out, after what he went through last year, maybe there's a little bit of that. But again, I don't think this is a guy that, put too much into it, regardless of the situation. So maybe first time out, but he'll be all right.
Did Pete Alonso's home run seem more moonshotty than normal?
Yeah, I mean, off the bat, and you see the reaction from Uriel in left field. He didn't even move, So, he's locked in.
That Lindor homer to give you a little cushion is something that seems like you've been missing a little bit, maybe over the last week.
I mean, we've been missing because we haven't got the results, but we continue to hit ball hard, and that's all we can do. At some point, it's going to turn. Today, we were able to get the big one. But our job is to, do damage, hit the ball hard, create traffic. As long as we're creating traffic and putting people on base, we're going to be in a good spot.
What have you been seeing from Tyrone Taylor lately in his at-bats?
Yeah, he's more athletic at the plate. He's not missing pitches. He's getting good pitches to hit, and he's being short to the ball. He's hitting line drive. He's using the whole field, controlling the strike zone. But I think you just start with being athletic on the box.
What do you think of Canning?
I thought he was good. They hit some balls hard, but I thought he mixed well. I thought he used all of his pitches, executed when he needed to. For him to go back out in the 6th was huge. But after that leadoff walk when 4 pitches were ball out of the hand, that's why I was like, I'm going to go ahead and take him out. But I thought he was good.
When Tyrone Taylor does get hot like this at the plate, how dangerous is he given his base running abilities and the fact that he can take an extra base typically?
Yeah, and I've been saying it the whole year, especially with our guys in the bottom of our lineup, whether it's McNeil, whether it's Acuna, whether it's Tyrone, with them on the bases, with what's coming behind them, and then their ability to put pressure on their defense because of their base stealers. They're going to take the extra base. They can go first to third. They can go first to home. So it puts an extra pressure on their guys, and we're going to need those guys in the bottom to get on base.
Felt a little bit under the radar, but Alvarez leading off the 7th, hustles out that infield single, kind of felt like he lit the fuse a little bit.
Yeah, again, finishing the play mentality. Easy to pull up there, but he went down the line and put pressure on them, and then didn't make the play. Ended up being a huge run for us, and that's what it's going to take. Everybody executing and finishing plays.
With your pitching, having dealt with so much injury, but yet kind of stepping up all year, how big has Canning been for that to sort of pitch so far ahead of his career numbers for you guys?
Huge, and not only Canning, but the whole pitching staff. And that's we've been saying it. Guys are gonna go down, guys will get opportunities, and here they are. We lost 2 starters early in spring training, and those guys continues to step up. Guys in the bullpen with the 2 losses by Minter and Danny Young, guys will continue to step up, get opportunities. They're not always gonna be perfect, but as long as they're preparing and giving us a chance, we're gonna be in a good place.